Well, I'm going to give you a lesson today on finding the right woods for the bow and drill fire. To me, the act of getting a bow and drill fire going is the easy part. The hard part is finding the right wood. And what you'll find is you'll get to know different species and what to look for exactly when you're out in the woods. And this is where the skill really gets honed in. We're up on a ridge here and we have a lot of southern exposure. So in the morning, the sun dries off the dew. We get sunlight all day, there's a breeze up here, so the chances of finding dry wood is good in this area. You need to find a piece of wood that's off the ground a few feet to be above the dew, of course, and you want most of the bark to be off the tree. I found with poplar that if the bark is still on it, the wood will be too damp to use. So you really have to know your individual species. For instance, trembling aspen. If you wait till all the bark is off, chances are it's too far rotten. So okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to check this piece of wood in a couple of places for hardness and dryness. Well, you see the fingernail test there. The wood dents fairly easily. It might be slightly on the soft side, but I'm going to try it. And, as luck would have it, further up on this branch we got a nice straight section. Might be ideal for a spindle, so I might actually use the same branch for my spindle and baseboard. The wood feels nice and dry and not too rotten, so I got a good feeling that this might work out well for us. Carve this to the point where I can be happy with how straight it is. Make sure the ends and center are nice and straight along a straight line, so there's no wobbling when it spins. Now I'll work on my baseboard. I'm a little worried about this baseboard. The one end, it seemed to be a little soft. Okay, I split my piece nicely. It's about an inch thick at this point. I'm just doing a quick test for dryness here. I think it's dry enough. I'm just a little worried that it's a little on the soft side, but guarantee smoke, but I'm not sure I'll get a fire with it. We'll see. Okay, I'm happy with this. I have my spindle. My baseboard is just wide enough to take that spindle. I got a blunt end on one end of the spindle where it'll meet the fireboard, the top end, very long taper. I'm hoping there's not going to be too much wobbling. We'll see. I found a bow, and of course what I'm looking for is a very stiff piece of wood that's about the length of my arm or a little longer. Okay, so on this end I just throw over my loop, and it's certainly not there securely. It'll fall off when in between bowing sessions, but I'm not worried about that. And at the other end I simply put the string through, and then I'll simply make a knot. Can't get through the hole, easy to undo, easy to adjust. Okay, take a look at the dust. Everything looks fine at this point. I think we might get a good coal out of this, so I'll carve up my baseboard now. This particular notch I've carved out of here is a little bigger than what I usually do, but I think it'll be okay. So what I did, I walked over to the nearest evergreen tree, grabbed some of the green needles, and I'll just smash them into the top handhold where the spindle matches, just to make sure it spins freely up there. I don't know if you can see it there, but there's a coal smoldering. So we'll let that grow for a moment. Our spindle, which worked out just fine, and our baseboard, which was from the same branch.